Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, the unique and rare handbags. Today, as you can see, there's a very recognizable, I think everyone knows it, bag in front of us. It's a caddy in Crocodile, in Porisus. Crocodile, which is one of the three major crocodiles that Hermes use, in size 35 in black. Glossy. So I mentioned many times that I do not want to review all those bags that everyone has or everyone know already, and I do not want to be another John bragging about his expensive bags. In my personal collection, I do have a lot of those bags. It's because I'm a normal person. I do want to buy things that other people like too, but I just feel it's not worth talking about on this in this channel. But this one, I decided to talk about it. It's because I mentioned many times. This is a very old bag. It's so old that even Hermes is a maison, is a company with a lot of consistency in its art, but still a lot of things changed and evolved during time. So I think it may be worth noticing some of those things changed. Maybe it can help for some people to identify or authenticate really old vintage bags if someone's interested. And also, it's because this bag is in a surprisingly good condition. It's actually not very different from this when I got it. I bought it in an auction in Paris. I immediately sent it to the Hermes spa for restoration and cleaning. The funny story is, it they came back to me with a long list of things that they can change for me. The list was very long. If I remember well, it was over 10,000 euros. And even the girl who presented it to me felt a little bit embarrassed. But I sincerely believed that they were not doing this because they wanted to make a lot of money. Because the Hermes after service après-vente, after sales service, they do not make money, or not much, not as much as making new bags, because those artisans, they're actually more qualified. They can make more money by making new bags. They do this because they want their products to have a second life, to serve people well, and to keep its allure. And also because I think nowadays a lot of people, when they buy a vintage bag, they want them to look as new as possible. They want to make them as new as possible. Um, but I'm not like that. I actually do not understand that. I mean, I have a lot of new bags. I still buy a lot of bags from Hermes or from any other respected maison. If I buy a vintage bag, it's because I do feel there's this vintage allure of it, and I want to keep it this way while restoring it to its full functionality at least, and prevent it from aging or damaging further. So I think at the end, what Hermes did was the cleaning, of course, and reinforced certain stitches. I think here they reinforced a little bit, and they redid some edge paint. So very minimal work, and I paid maybe, I think, if I remember well, maybe, anyway, for the standard basic spa service of exotic skins, they're already more expensive. I think for a very long time it was 200 something for normal leather and 375, I think, for crocodile. And I think I paid not much more than this, maybe 5,500 something. Okay, I don't remember, but you can see now it's in a really good condition. Yeah, it's a little bit it's a bit curved here, but if you have crocodile bags, you would know that it's very normal. It's very I even have a friend who had a Birkin which completely like well, not destroyed, but was permanently curved like at this part of it. So when you store your, especially when you travel with your bag, you have to be careful. So this bag, the only thing which is quite damaged is like here, as you can see. Yeah, the wrapping leather broke a little bit on the edge, but I don't feel it's a problem. Well, anyway, so let's see what's different about this bag. First, when we look at this, the first thing we notice is here is this blind stamp on the plaque, on the metallic part. It's Hermes Paris, Hermes on top, Paris on bottom, not like nowadays Hermes Paris, like Hermes Paris horizontal and with a small doodle thing, like square for gold metallic. So this metallic part is actually brass. It's solid brass. I just polished a little bit. I didn't use anything. I didn't use any product. I just use actually I think I still kept it here somewhere. This thing, just a small cloth. I just use this one to polish it, just to rub against it. But with time, it will get oxidized again. But then I'm just rubbing it. Actually, my habit is to keep a small piece of this in every old vintage bag made from brass, like the agastillage. That's how we call it in French. In brass, when I don't have anything to do, like when I'm in a car or something, I just wrap it if I'm not driving. So inside, it's two pockets here, one pocket here. It got a little bit unstitched here, but I didn't want them to repair this because by repairing, if they want to stitch this, they have actually to open the whole thing just to repair this part. I feel it's not worth it, right? The inside is very clean, as you can see. The leather is in super good condition. Let's find out which year this is. No, it's not on this part. Yeah, it has a number 10 on it, as you can see. Actually, you know what? It doesn't have a year stamp. If it doesn't have a year stamp, it's at least from the 60s or the early 70s or even older, because I think since the end of the 70s, it became quite systematic to have a stamp. So I think Hermes, when it was sent back from the spa, they actually told me 68 or 66, I do not remember. So it's a bag of 50 years age. So no, hold on, 60 years. Yeah, 60 years. I hope I can look as this good when I'm 60 years old. So again, besides that small difference and the absence of stamp, which is very, very common for bag from that age, what else which is different is actually, from what I can see, this whole bag is hand stitched. Yeah, there's fully hand stitched. Fully hand stitched. Again, a lot of people have believed that all Hermes bags are hand stitched. That's not true. That more and more people know nowadays, and a lot of people think that all crocodile or exotic skin bags nowadays they're hand stitched. That's not true either. There are a lot of machine stitching involved nowadays. something that I noticed the difference is here. You know, this small thing here. It's actually I explained already once, or you can see it here. You can see it better here actually. Like here, this one especially. They are not, you know, what they do is it's actually a clue, a nail they put from back on. So this is the bottom of the nail, and then on this part they actually cut the nail short, and then hit it until it forms this small round stud. They call it pearling, like a pearl. So on the old one, if you can see it, it's flat. It's very flat. It's much flatter. The pearling is much flatter on the old one than the new ones. Can you see it? So if you can see, if I do this, it's actually doesn't even, it's almost the same shape, no, the same height as the other ones. I think this is actually very difficult. It actually shows a better bag making skill at that time, because when you keep a larger amount of metallic and make a bigger pearl, then of course it's more solid, but it doesn't feel good. You can feel the difference, like there's a nail head. But in the old time, the pearling is so precise, so it actually feels almost like a part of the metallic. This lighting sucks. Okay, can you see it here? They are so small, the pearling. So I think that's something that I noticed, which is quite different from nowadays. And as we are here, so we'll just talk a little bit of this authentication thing. The Hermes, the what we call the plaque, the metallic part, it's always slightly smaller than the leather. If it's exactly the same size as the leather, it doesn't, it's not right. It's always slightly smaller. Another thing is, if the stud is too big and it feels like it's the bottom of a nail, then it's fake, because they are not the bottom of the nail. They are just pearled and by the artisan themselves. And I've also seen actually crazy a fake bag which this has been mounted horizontally instead of vertically. I think it makes sense because they feel, you see, everything's horizontal, so it should be horizontal. So that's how sometimes fake bags are hilarious.